Welcome back for some more Witcher 3 The Wild Hunt. When last we left, we had fought the most dastardly of demon monsters. I took a court-mandated break from my aggravation of fighting that boss. And now we are chasing after the Duchess. We should have followed her, but I wanted to end the episode, so we did. But yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be a much more like strategic DLC. That's at least the vibe I'm getting, because the Bruxa, it had more strategy, and then obviously, what was that thing called? Like a shell rock or something? A Shalmar? I don't know. I can't even remember it. It's only been a couple hours, but I can't remember it. But Shalmar. And I guess they're just going to be more strategy for the bosses, so that's going to be interesting. Like I said previously, I've never actually played. Man, people here are excited to see me. That is a big change of pace. But I've never played the DLCs. Am I 37 yet? I am. So I can actually put this sword on, which I'm definitely going to do. And I don't think I have any better silver swords, but I do not. So I'm going to fix my silver sword, right? It's a 44. And then I will go ahead and equip these things because I'd like to see what I can do with them here. I think I might do freezing. Freezing was helpful against some of the certain... Actually, can I meditate? Meditate on my horse? We're really just killing the rabbit guy. What was his name? Milton. We're really just killing him because I'm not getting there very fast. But certainly they understand that I just came off a massive fight. And then they had a 10-minute cutscene right after that.
You got lost!
Sorry.
It's here! Just round the corner!
Hurry.
Let's
We must
go
go
to
to where the
chess.
game is being held. The participants must find a unicorn's horn, a golden fish, and a phoenix egg. With these in hand, they can deduce where the hare, Milton, hides.
Mean we need to find those things too.
We've no other option, but time is of the essence. On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look. The golden fish and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Is she the queen of this area, or is she the daughter of Amir? Is she his wife, or is she his daughter? I'm assuming it's his wife. But she's really made no reference to him as of yet. I don't know. I like her a lot better than I like, what's it? Why can't I remember? Amir? No. I just said it, and I still can't remember it. I'm thinking Axie might be.
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast. We shall try the sweets.
Hey folks, gonna have to ruin your fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
Couldn't use the Witcher senses. Use Witcher senses to find a treat that the unicorn will like. This. Garvlish petals. I don't really know what I'm looking for here. Why can't I just axie it? That makes the most sense to me, but... Hey, there's something. What is that? Apples?
Roach likes carrots. Maybe unicorn will too.
You have a new quest item. Okay. Basket of carrots.
An outrage, I tell you.
It's against the rules.
Don't want that out right now. Not sure why I pulled it out. But I don't know why I can't just axie it. That's kind of strange. You would think he would have just done that, like, the instant. Horse, come on now. Come on now, you skittish bastard. Get over here.
What would you say to a delicious, crunchy carrot?
Like how unicorn is in quotation marks. The beast of Toussaint. The unicorn.
Easy.
It's
Gardens are
beautiful.
huge. Be better off on horseback.
What did he say? Something's huge. The horn? I don't know. I wonder if unicorns are real in this world. I kind of doubt it. If they had to get a fake one. But they could be real and they're just imitating them and doing whatever. I don't know. I really don't. I don't think we've seen a unicorn. Well, we've seen that stuffed one, but I assume that's just taxidermy, not exactly.
Fish should be easy to spot once I'm under.
Do they pay you rent?
What the blazes?
Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
Sure, if you're a peasant. Surely peasants only do that. Toffee, toffee, toffee. I thought these things were golden. Candy, toffee, they're just candy and toffee around here, apparently. I thought that one was golden. Apparently it was like white. I don't know. I must be colorblind. How about you, buddy? You golden? Yep, you're candy. There's another one. Maybe another golden.
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
King Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye, and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon its heavenly course doth trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
A key.
Just the absolute disregard of ceremony is hilarious. I mean, I understand because he's trying to save this dude from dying, but just not even explaining himself at all, just taking the freaking fish, crushing it before their very eyes and leaving is hilarious. My god. That's excellent. Good job, Geralt. I approve. Alright, so we need to meet the Duchess and assemble the clues to learn where Milton is hiding. It's surprising that we're doing this and not just searching him straight out, like flat out with Witcher sense, because that seems to be what we do every other time. So I am happy that we have this kind of a little delineation from the typical routes we do. I want to see what he looks like as a rabbit too. I hope he's not dead. Milton's probably my favorite person I've met in this land thus far. And also, what's his name wasn't dead, which was shocking.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. Or shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules. Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours. Who wrote this drivel? I begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
In a cave, probably. The palace pantry and a greenhouse. Some more cramped. I wish she'd read that again. I wasn't paying good enough attention. It sounds like cave.
Groans. Hollows. Could be a cave, I guess.
Now that's just silly. Look, if we take groan, hollow it out and fill it with ease. The letters, that is. We get green. Then mouse, but starting with what heads heart cheese. Why, it's greenhouse.
Pretty clever. And it sounds right to me.
There are several greenhouses in the gardens, but only one with a door that locks, and the key to it looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
What the butch? What was that?
I'm here.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxa who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Many. Conversation not about me.
Plenty. Even more of the guilty, though. You're next.
I think not. You see, I've something to do still.
More murders?
Just one. Not counting yours.
Surely we cannot beat this guy this early. And we don't have a entry for him, do we? Ow, he's fast. Is he a Bruxa as well? Certainly not. He's like blocking everything though. He's not overly like strong in terms of his attacks. He kind of moves like a Bruxa. But certainly he's not gonna finish this fight like this. Kind of reminds me of what's his name? Odin. Not Odin. The other guy. Nah.
You were to stay where you were. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
No, he's my friend.
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but I do kind of want to fight him again. I do think I could beat him. Like, it is possible to beat him, but I feel like this is going to be another situation where I spend all this time trying to beat him, and then the cutscene's exactly the same, so it doesn't even matter. Such as whenever I first went to the Von Evert. Whenever I went to Ogrim's house, Ogeird's house, and we fist fought that guy for forever. I feel like this is probably the same kind of situation, so I'm just going to let it go. I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to lose that one. I assume you're supposed to, but what brings you back after all these years? So this guy was always a vampire, I guess?
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think I've come? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Huh. Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him, immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
A how should I say this? Detlef doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted and venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Detlef is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
My health bar, it's 0. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to read the character glossary for that one guy. So do we know this girl? A few years prior, when The Witcher... I guess I should just read it. In this world has ever known a ruler who enjoyed the absolute admiration of her subjects without the need for a systematic repression or a particularly cruel hangman. It was, without a doubt, the sovereign of Toussaint, Duchess Anna Henrietta. Called Anna-Rietta by those who know her well, she was the widow of the late lamented Duke Raymond, and one-time lover of a very famous and talented artist who would prefer to remain anonymous. So she was the lover of Dandelion, which is funny. A few years prior, when the Witcher and his band of friends were visiting Toussaint, Anna Henrietta had had the pleasure of meeting Geralt of Rivia. When a mysterious beast began attacking her courtiers, the Duchess thus knew exactly whom to summon. While searching for the beast, the Duchess proved that when the need arose, she was able to throw off the chains of convention and get her hands dirty with direct action alongside the Witcher, even if she had to do so in a state of relative disability. I don't know what that is. Okay, so I'm gonna read this one. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to read that. That's too much. I'm not reading that after I just read the other one. Alright, I don't really know what I'm looking for here. But I knew they were going to throw me into this with, like, a double option. That seems to be their go-to for everything. You can do A or you can do B. You can save him or you can let him die and, you know. Like with, what's his name? Love letter. My beloved Clara, you have no idea how happy I am that the warehouse has been closed. How good it is to know that each time we wish to embrace, no one shall stand in our way. Neither my father nor your mother. It shall never occur to them we rendezvous in this shuttered warehouse. I already laugh at the thought of them clambering over the rooftops like before, or looking through the rushes by the river. Even now, writing these words, I feel how much I would like to see you. I hope it will be like yesterday. I cannot speak for you, but as for me, I would just as well we never set foot in our old warehouse. Out of this old warehouse, our wonderland. Longingly, your Albert. That probably has a connection to something, but I don't know who Albert is, and the name does not ring a bell. But, also, they killed our good friend... Well, I don't know how good of a friend he was. Our friend, the guy, I know that's very specific. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like how it looks. But they killed our friend, is that higher than what I got? It is. I'm gonna drop that one. They killed, what's his name? Merlin? Marion? Yes, allow me to apply my trade. I don't know what I'm looking for here. I thought... Oh, I'm looking for nothing. I assumed he was telling the truth, but I guess he was not telling the truth. Interesting. We're supposed to be going this way, actually. But, yeah, they killed the guy I liked the most, but he probably had something that was wrong with him. I don't know. That doesn't seem to be the case, though.
Sir, a letter for you, sir.
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
A professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
That is interesting. Turn and face the strange. Huh. So I wonder if we can adjust our Witcher mutations then. Also, I like how Yen's in this, because she's really not... I don't know. I've said it before, but I don't feel like we had enough connection in this game with her. I feel like a lot of it's built on previous games that I didn't play, so I don't really have the same level of affinity towards her that I perhaps should. Oh my god, that is what I need. I need to get in here and fix my armor. How do we do that? How do we get over there, exactly? Is it this door? It is indubitably.
The best armor around! That is what I forge! So sorry.
Okay then.
What have you got there?
I've got armor, the best around. Are you deaf? Let's see here. I should maybe buy some new armor. I feel like I don't know. I could buy this heavy armor, but I feel like I'm wearing medium more often than not. But it's like all heavy, so never mind. Actually, we can get interesting saddles here. I've never really looked in these shops all that much. If they don't have Gwent cards, I really don't buy anything. But I might buy something. Let's see. 37 for that. I guess I could just sell this stuff and see what I get out of everything. Nope, not those. That. I'm gonna go ahead and sell that. I really don't want much of this stuff because it's underpriced now. And by underpriced, I mean underutilized. Was that medium armor? That was light armor. Do they have medium? They have this medium. Do they have a medium that is... There we go. So that's 38. I'm not that far from 38, so I think I might just buy this one. Buy that, and then buy... Do they have the pants? They do. Okay, so I'm looking for medium armor pants. Okay, those are good. These are equally good. So I'll just go with that. And then, do I have medium armor boots somewhere? The Reaper's boots. I like Reaver as a name, so I'll probably end up going with those. And I will. Okay. So we got those 3 things. I guess gloves also as well. In addition to. These are light. These are heavy. They don't have that many gloves. They do have this one. I think I'll buy those ones. I can actually wear those right now, but probably hold off, and then I will also sell this sword. I kind of want to keep that, but I don't know. I'll sell these things. I'm really down on what I need here. I do want to keep these somewhat. 41, that's it. 41 for the head of that giant. That's crazy that it's that cheap. And these are all crafting things, but I've really not crafted any. So I'm going to repair all my stuff and head on out of here.
So long.
Later, buddy. But we got a lot of stuff out of that, so I am not unhappy about that. Those running riot. This is a great city. Like, beautiful, as opposed to Novigrad. I do like seeing this as a DLC thing, because I'm so accustomed to Novigrad, and since I've not played the other games, I kind of see that as the only, like, what every city in this game is, or not what it is, but that's kind of the vibe I associate with this game, because I never played this, so it's interesting to see that there are such vastly different kind of ecosystems, or biomes, or cultures that are represented in this. I would love to visit more areas like this, more cities. It'd be great to have a game like Skyrim where you just get to explore all the different kind of areas. Really all you get is Velen, which is very scattered kind of structures. Then you get Novigrad, where we spend a lot of time. That's very heavily city focused. And then we also get Skellige, which is also kind of scattered, but in a different way. That's more Nordic-inspired, I guess you would say. But yeah, I'm glad we got that letter from Yennefer, because I do like how it ties it into the actual game. I wonder if we would have had the... if we would have had a more strong relationship with Triss, if Triss would have been the one to send us that. Gregor Sadinsky, athlete extraordinaire. Like to carry great weights, but got a little carried away. He crushed himself with weights.
Could have picked some other place to meet.
I concur. Oh, there's a plant there. What is happening? What is happening? This is not what I want to fight. What is happening right now? Dude, there's so many different new things that I have no idea how to fight or what I'm doing against. And I was also trying to do this, and it was not working out for me. Oh, excellent. They made a bear. And by bear, I mean not a bear, but a... Yeah, I thought that was gonna die. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm going to make it a single episode out of this series without dying.
Couldn't have picked some other place to meet.
Regis!
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
I knew we were gonna have to fight these stupid things. I don't want to. At all. In any capacity. I guess I'll take the ghoul on first, see what I can do with that. I don't really know how to fight these things, and I don't think we have much, I don't know. I don't know what their strategy is. They're really kind of distance fighters, but... Acre's Spore. The poison is what's getting me. And I also feel like he's gonna heal if I let him get that kind of whatever thing. Okay, I feel like him doing that is either gonna heal him or something. Okay, well, that didn't heal him. I don't know what that was. I don't really like that very much. Not my favorite thing. Oh my god, another thing. Oh, you're serious. Alright, I guess I'll just get in here and run. Well, you're not hanging his head from your saddle, because he is not that kind of beast, I don't think. Alright, so I just need to kind of learn the strategy here. I'm kind of picking it up here as we fight more of these. You kidding me? I thought you were dead. Alright. Now, hopefully, I can actually loot your body and see what you've got. Venom extract. You got a lot of stuff, actually. I'm gonna go try to loot the other one. Don't know why it wasn't letting me there. I was trying to loot it. That's why I got caught up in that second fight. But whatever. Whatever. I died. Not exactly surprising. There's so many gravestones you can inspect. Rafal Yaki. A man who would never stoop, not even for a Pefasoni Grush. Interesting, I guess. If you want to call it that. What's the pleasure in slaughtering a weakling? If you wish to draw blood, draw it from a king. Carolina Stahira. I concur. Well said, Carolina. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was going to be this, but I couldn't tell while we had all those things coming for our neck. And then, of course, we fall down here, and instantly there's something just attacking me, giving me poison or something. Oh my gosh, dude. There's just so many enemies I don't feel like fighting. Ikimoras, freaking plant monsters, and somehow he gets through my shield that I thought I put on, that apparently I didn't put on, but I did put on, because I'm 98% sure that I put it on. But it's not here, so apparently I didn't put it on. I don't know how he's on fire. I don't really understand what's happening anymore. Life is an enigma. There better not be more things popping out of that. I knew it. I knew you were egg sex. You're not getting out of this for free. All you Kikimora thingies, you're dead. Oh my god. I pulled a mega one because I was doing that probably. I don't like you. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what that does. What the heck was that? Am I like entranced by that or something? I don't know what you're doing there, buddy. Alright, I think you're dead. I think you're dead. You are. Alright, well, that was fun. More random stuff for me to pick up. Monster carapace, monster heart, monster stiff. Alright. Oh, that's not great. I need to meditate, at least for an hour. And get my stuff back here. I should also find better swallow at some point. I need to find that. Yeah. Can I break this stuff, or is that just here? I think it's just there. Alrighty then. A giant, massive crypt. So how does this guy not know where his buddy lives?
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. And with the ring seemed the odd one out. Abruxa had taken an interest in it.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I, in turn, gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
So eventually, we're going to be doing that. That seems almost inevitable.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at Kaer Morhen, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands. The closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
All right. Give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
I don't know. I only know being a witcher. And Geralt has not really made any attempts to say he's unhappy as a witcher, so I'd say, yeah, he'd probably be a witcher again.
See, Regis. Doubt I'd know how to be anything else.
Ever tried?
See, you're determined to get an answer, to find out if I like being a witcher. Just refuse to ask directly, as always. I like being on the path. I like picking up a lead, a trail. I like the tension right before a fight. And nothing gets my adrenaline flowing like battling a beast. Even gotten used to people treating me like a freak, an outcast. Yeah, not something I think about much, but I like being a witcher.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment. Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the whites survived entirely unmolested.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse, in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate. It's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
I like him quite well, but I still want to kill the other guy. I'm sure they're going to change my mind at some point. That's what their main mission is to do, is to introduce me to the characters one way and then switch it up as to what I'm going to be wanting to do with him later, but I don't know. Let's see what a white is here real quick. I just want to see the picture. I'm probably not going to read it unless it's short. It's a necrophage, is it? It is. They say the dead like quiet. I don't know about the dead, but whites certainly do. Though whites are ghastly and threatening in appearance, one should not approach them with a sword drawn or attack them unprovoked. Left alone, they present no serious danger to anyone as far as more mixing in noxious brews in cauldrons than in fighting. This species mainly lives around the ancestral burial sites, though they have also been spotted near more recently founded cemeteries and wherever mass graves can be found. Whites spend their winter months in a state of lethargy very similar to human sleep. They live strictly solitary lives. In fact, it is particularly unheard of for these creatures to appear in groups. Yet, when they fear their territory is threatened, and it is enough for one to step foot in White's territory for it to feel threatened, Whites transform into dangerous foes and even abandon their solitary ways to summon other monsters to their aid. Interesting. Necrophage oil and Axie. Yeah. Well, I'm going to episode here. When we come back, we will be going and fighting a white, apparently. I thought a white was a zombie, and it is, apparently. At least it seems like one. Makes me think of Game of Thrones, how they have the White Walkers, but I think that's W-H-I-T, not W-I-G-H-T. But anyways, yep, I'm in the episode here. When we come back, we will do that. Thanks for watching.